55 plus communities online, and searching for them can just make your mind hurt. So let me wrap it up for you too in a nice little package. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 772 Living with Lisa.
There are so many choices, and as time goes on, there are more choices. So I'm going to give you the top 55 plus or active adult communities to look for in Port St Lucie for 2021. Yes, it's 2021, and before you blink, it'll be 2022. Time just flies. And with all of the people that have an interest in moving to Florida, we need more choices. So with all this activity, builders have answered the call. There are more choices for 55 plus active adult communities in the Port St Lucie area, and I'm going to highlight them for you today. This is simply a highlight video. I'm going to go over geographically where they're located, give you some basic information about each community. It's not a deep dive. I do have videos on most of these communities, some of which I will link at the end of this video for you to watch if you'd like to really drill down into all of the amenities and floor plans. I cover all of that. This one is just going to be a highlight of those communities. And if you watch to the very end, I've got two more up and coming communities that I'm going to tell you about. So stick around. Oh, and if you're not familiar with Port St Lucie, Florida, I have a video on that as well, and I'm going to link it right up here in a card. It's been rated by US News and World Report as one of the top places to retire. Came in at number 5. So check that out if you want to learn more about Port St Lucie. And of course, I cover topics like this all the time. So if you're new here, welcome and consider subscribing. Okay, I'm going to start off with the northern part of Port St Lucie, an area called St. Lucie West. And there are numerous neighborhoods in this area, most of which are gated. Now there are 2 neighborhoods in the St. Lucie West area that are 55 plus or active adult communities for me to talk about today, and they are Kings Isle and Cascades. So let's start off with Kings Isle. This community is gated. It has 987 homes, all of which are concrete block construction. The homes were built between 1993 and 1999.
Most of the homes have friendly front porches and rear patios for outdoor living. There are villas as well as single-family homes. Home prices, as of the date of this recording, range from about $165,000 to $190,000 for the 1,200 square foot villas and all the way up to $300,000 for the larger homes. This is a manned, gated community, very secure. They have a nice clubhouse with a pool, jacuzzi, gym, tennis courts, and shuffleboard.
Because it's a little bit of an older community, there's lots of mature landscaping, big trees. It's very pretty. It's also in a great location, close to shopping, and easy access to Interstate 95.
Next up, Cascades.
Also in the same area is a community called Cascades. This is another active adult community, manned, gated neighborhood, so very secure. They feature Mediterranean style homes, all in different sizes and price points. The homes in Cascades range in size from approximately 1,250 square feet all the way up to 2,500 square feet. I would have to say the average home size is about 1,855 square feet, and they were built between 2001 and 2007.
Currently prices are $200,000 to $400,000. Cascades has a beautiful clubhouse. It's 26,000 square feet and offers residents a wealth of activities to participate in. You have a state-of-the-art gym, yoga classes, ballroom dancing, water aerobics, and the list goes on and on. There's even a 9-hole golf course.
The clubhouse in Cascades is beautiful and has an abundance of things for you to do.
The HOA fees are very reasonable at $330 monthly, and they include a bunch.
As you head further south in Port St Lucie, our next 55 plus community would be Crestwind. It's located inside PGA Verano. You know, with the average winter high being about 70 degrees here in the Treasure Coast, we attract lots of people that are looking for a subtropical climate, and we also attract golfers. Now, I'm not sure if you knew it or not, but Port St Lucie is the home to PGA Village, which is associated with PGA of America. They have 3 golf courses.
And Crestwind has an affiliation with PGA of America, which gives residents access to award-winning golf and resort-style living. The builder in this community is Coulter, and they have 15 floor plans to choose from. The Talavera Clubhouse within the community is stunning, and it has an indoor lap pool, resort-style outdoor swimming pool, tennis courts, and a fully equipped fitness center. Home prices range from as low as $300,000 all the way to $800,000. Homeowners' fees range from $485 to $496 depending on lot size, and they include a bunch of services.
Verano and Crestwind, it's another manned and gated community. One thing that's very unique about Crestwind is you kind of get the best of both worlds. They have the clubhouse that's open to Verano, which is stunning. It's a resort style clubhouse, and I mean resort style. There are no age restrictions, so everybody gets to use that. But Crestwind has its own pool, clubhouse, cabana area that's strictly for the Crestwind residents' use. So the people in Crestwind, as I said, they get the best of both worlds. If you're not familiar with PGA Verano, I have a video on it, and I'll pop it up here for you, and you can see everything that they have to offer you. It's a beautiful community. Do you like what you're seeing so far? Are you getting some value out of this? If so, give this video a thumbs up. You can also put comments below. My contact information will be floating in this video, so if you would like to talk more about these communities individually, reach out to me directly. Okay, we're going to move a little bit further south and west to the Tradition area. Now, this is an area that has some newer 55 plus communities. There are 3 of them currently, so let's dive into that. Vitalia is a beautiful 452-acre active adult community located right in the heart of Tradition. Now, what I like about the Tradition area is it's a very small town feel. You've got boutiques, shopping, parks, places to ride your bike, walk your dog. Super small town feel, very quaint, and it has lots of beautiful gated communities surrounding the Tradition Square. And one of them is Vitalia.
Vitalia has approximately 1,200 homes in this community, ranging in size from 1,500 square feet all the way up to 2,900 square feet. And Vitalia has a spectacular 24,000 lakefront clubhouse facility. From a resort-style pool, tennis courts, pickleball, bocce ball, they even have putting green, and a fitness center. Home prices range widely in Vitalia. HOA fees are $467.
Very similar to the previous community, Vitalia's HOA fee is $467 monthly, and of course it includes pretty much everything. Manned gated security, lawn care, tree trimming, fertilization, pest control, cable TV, high-speed internet, the monitoring of your home security system, a home telephone line. It's all included. I will mention that Vitalia is pretty much all resales at this point. The builder Taylor Morrison is finishing out. They have really no new construction per se to offer you. They have a handful of inventory homes they're completing, which are for sale. There's an abundance of resales, which at this point in time in this recording right now seem to be cheaper than building. So keep that in mind. Okay, next up, Webb. Brand new community offering new construction. Webb is going to have 920 homes. They're approximately 1/3 built. Build time is 6 to 8 months is what they're quoting. I'd probably bank more luck on the 8 months. And the builder is Pulte, and they build a great house.
Webb Tradition is a 55-plus active adult community in Tradition featuring single-family homes and attached villas. They offer tennis, bocce ball, pickleball. They have a beautiful resort-style pool and clubhouse, fitness center, dog park, and they have a lifestyle director. Home prices start in the low 3s, go to the mid 6s, and the HOA fee ranges from $433 to $455 monthly.
Okay, last but not least, and right around the corner, is Riverland. Most of you may know this community as Valencia K or Valencia Grove. Let me tell you about that. Riverland, builders GL Homes, and Riverland is the active adult community that has the most robust amenities. I mean, all these communities have pools, tennis, bocce ball, pickleball, shuffleboard, but Riverland does kind of take it to the next level. Now, when I say to the next level, their clubhouses are big. Valencia K has a clubhouse. Valencia Grove, which is under construction and almost sold out, will have its own clubhouse. GL Homes owns a lot of land around this community, and they plan on expanding it. So this community is going to be, quite frankly, a massive community. Probably 12,000 homes by the time it's all said and done. So in order to accommodate that many homes, you've got to have amenities for all those people. They do have a sports and racket club that each community will share. Sports and racket club, a gym that's not quite built yet. Actually, they just started breaking ground. They plan on having an arts and cultural center, also not built. These are a couple years out, and all of the GL Home or Riverland neighborhoods will be sharing amenities, but each individual neighborhood will have its own clubhouse. It is a big community. They offer a wide variety of floor plans. And if I had to go out and compare it with other 55 communities, I'm going to say they're probably the highest priced of all of the 55 plus communities, but they do offer a great home and a lot of recreational amenities for you. So, you know, you might pay a little bit more for a house, but the surroundings and all that they offer their residents is quite grand.
They offer homes as small as 1,300 square feet all the way up to 3,300 square feet. Home prices vary widely depending on the size of the home, the lot you choose, and which upgrades you take. HOA fees for the Grove are $327 monthly, and for K, $354. HOA fees are a bit lower as they do not include cable TV or internet.
So is your head spinning yet? Well, it should be. There's a lot to consider. But the beauty about a video is you can pause it or rewind it. Yeah, rewind it. Or if I'm boring the heck out of you, you can just go on to another video. But don't do that. I told you, if you stay to the very end, that I would give you a couple bonus neighborhoods. And I plan to deliver. Okay, so earlier in the video, I told you about Vitalia. The builder is Taylor Morrison, and they acquired the land around Vitalia, and they are planning a new community called Esplanade. Yes, they are. Okay, so apparently the concept is to make you feel like you are at a resort. They're going to have a concierge service. It's going to be an 8,300 acre community located in Tradition. So it's in the Tradition, so you're going to love that. That whole small town feel, very close to shopping. And I wish I could really give you more information about it because they are very tight-lipped. There's no pricing because I've been asking. Now I do know that the floor plans will be very similar to the floor plans that they offered in Vitalia, and I do have those floor plans. So if you want them, contact me directly. I'll be more than happy to send them to you. But we don't have pricing yet. But I'm hearing this is going to be a great community, and what I like about it most is it's in the backside of Tradition, the quiet area where everything's already built, and you have Tradition Square on top of all the things that they're going to be offering you there. So stay tuned. I plan on doing further videos about Esplanade, and my contact information is in here. If you want to be kept up to date, you can reach out to me directly. Also, coming in the fall of 2021, I'm almost thinking it's going to be 2022, but they say the fall of 2021 is a community called Tulare, Mattamy Homes. I look at the sign, it says coming soon. They really do need to strike the soon because, well, let me show you why. So yeah, it's just a bunch of dirt, a lot of dirt. They're putting in, you know, electrical, sewer. There are no roads yet. So yeah, I think maybe the infrastructure will be done by the end of the year, but just keep in mind, when you have a community that's this new, and Esplanade included, now Esplanade seems to be a little bit ahead of Tulare, you're not going to have a clubhouse. You are going to be living in a construction zone. So if you're not going to retire right away and you don't have to live in a community right away, it could be a great opportunity. Neither of these communities have pricing available. I can only expect that will be higher pricing than what we have now because cost of building materials has gone up tremendously, especially since gas prices have gone up. It has driven up the cost of everything. So unfortunately, it gets passed on to you and I. So be prepared for that. Tulare is a smaller community. They say they're going to have 400 homes, and they are building it right outside of Riverland, right at their front door. And I'm sure GL Homes just loves that. But being the fact that it is a smaller community, 400 homes, I really don't know what their amenities are going to be like. You know, the information I've read so far is relatively vague. Of course, they're going to have a clubhouse and a pool, probably tennis courts, pickleball courts, but I'm assuming at a much smaller scale. It's 400 homes. They're not having to service 1,000 homes or 12,000 if you're in Riverland. So I will make a video when it comes about so I can share it with you. Now, if you're someone looking for a 55 plus community to retire to, I'm a great resource. I'm a real estate broker. I know all of the communities in the Martin and St. Lucie County area. It's an area that I service, and I would be an advocate for you. While I work with all of the builders, I do not work for the builder. I work for you. My contact information is somewhere floating on the bottom of this video, and if you would like to have a personal chat on how I can help you find the perfect place to lay your hat and retire, or just relocate here to Florida, I'm happy to help you. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to my channel. I cover all things Treasure Coast, from neighborhoods, points of interest, and what it's generally like to live here in sunny South Florida. I want to thank you for spending part of your day with me. I'm Lisa Ammons with Ammons & Company Real Estate 772. Living is my channel, and I hope to see you on my next neighborhood video. Don't forget to watch these upcoming new videos. Have a great afternoon or evening, whatever time of day it is.